News Panorama is a TV news magazine program that gives you the story behind the story.
It tells the stories the way they should be told by capturing the larger scale.
It deals with people's deep feelings on issues that, when brought to the fore, ultimately educates, informs, and entertains.
News Panorama. Capture the larger scale.
This week on News Panorama, we take a look at the Deputy Governor's reception in Mbube, Ugoja Local Government Area, commissioning of Skill Acquisition Center, University of Calabar protests, impact of genocide on the society, amongst others. Welcome and thanks for joining me on the program News Panorama. I am Josephine Efanga.
News Panorama. Capture the larger scale.
If you have just tuned in, you are watching News Panorama. The Mbube Nation, made up of 13 communities, a few days ago held a grand reception in honor of their son, His Excellency Right Honorable Peter Ode, the Deputy Governor of Cross River State. The report.
The Mbube Nation, made up of 13 communities, a few days ago held a grand reception in honor of their son, His Excellency the Deputy Governor of Cross River State, Right Honorable Peter Ode. The reception took place at the Lutheran Primary School ground, Ekumtak Mbube. It was an opportunity for the Mbube Nation to celebrate their son's political achievement and rise, and to show gratitude for his dedication and service to the Ugoja people and Cross River State at large.
Thank you.
At the palace of the paramount ruler of Ugoja, His Royal Majesty Oti Matthias Ode Abua and other royal fathers poured out their blessings on the Deputy Governor of Cross River State. The Deputy Governor was conferred with a chieftaincy title, Lukwel Mbe 1, meaning the pillar of Mbube land, while the Governor was also conferred with the title of the helper of Mbube land. Brigadier General Manix Nyam is the President General of Lium Mbe. He says the 2023 election has come and gone. It is now the responsibility of all to wholeheartedly support the leadership and administration of Governor Basi Otu and his deputy, Right Honorable Peter Ode, as Mbube and the entire Cross River State is a common interest which is higher and above political considerations.
We are confident that you will turn around positively the fortunes of our state by creating the environment for individual and collective potentials to be realized, thus stamping yourselves permanently in the hearts of our people to the glory of God. This is your chance. May the good Lord watch over you, bless you, and guide you.
The Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Peter Ode, lauded the Mbube Nation for honoring him, assuring them that this administration will continue to look into the need of the people and provide all infrastructural and social amenities needed for the well-being of the society. He informed them that the water project he started will be beneficial to the 13 communities in Mbube.
In the last election, we proved that we are not divided by political parties. We came together as a people, born together by love and the Mbere spirit, to say this is our son, and you supported me wholeheartedly in all the communities of Mbube, and we want handsomely, and we are here to say thank you very much. I want to assure you that this administration will not fail the people of Mbube. For the youth of Mbube, I want to assure you that we are going to grant scholarship for those who want to go to school. We are going to grant empowerment for those who need it. And for anyone who needs our help, our doors will be open to you.
The state governor, Prince Basi Otu, represented by the state chairman of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Barrister Alphonsus Oga Eba, described his deputy as a man of capacity, vested with intellectual content and global connection. For CRBC News Panorama, Josephine Efanga reporting.
In Nigeria, success depends largely on what you know, not who you know. That is why skill acquisition is important if you want to make something of yourself. You need to be able to do something that sets you apart from the rest. A reason the Deputy Governor of Cross River State commissioned a skill acquisition center in Mbube-Ogoja local government area of Cross River State. The report.
Skill acquisition is the process of learning a new skill or improving upon an existing one. It involves acquiring and perfecting the necessary knowledge, abilities, and habits to perform a task effectively. It is no secret that acquiring a new skill is essential for success in Nigeria, a reason the state government is geared towards improving the well-being of Cross Riverians through entrepreneurship. A few days ago, the Deputy Governor of Cross River State, Right Honorable Peter Ode, officially commissioned Skill Acquisition Center donated by Chief Engineer David Abang, a retired staff of NNPC and founder of Royal African Industrial Skills and Empowerment RAISE Foundation in Ndum Mbube in Ogoja local government area of Cross River State. The Skill Acquisition Center situated in Idum Mbube provides learning facilities for members of the community. Speaking at the flag off, Right Honorable Peter Ode commended the donor for giving back to the society and admonished the youth, women and other members of the community to protect the facilities and ensure it serves the purpose it was built.
I want to say I'm very impressed. He's not a politician, but he has defeated all the politicians because he brought something that we could not do. So this is an example for those of us in politics to follow. And I want to let you know that this administration, we will have a commissioner that is here with us, and this is his department. So the collaboration will start immediately.
Engineer David Abang stated that the Skill Acquisition Center is in line with the Governor Basi Otu's first mantra.
The center is ready to start its life-changing skill development program. Recognizing the general strides of the administration as taking since you especially your interest in human capacity development, entrepreneurial and job creation, entrepreneurship and job creation, as vehicle for accelerated transformation and economic empowerment of our citizenry. It is our utmost conviction that this facility will support the effort of government in transforming our society and empowering the citizenry.
The APC State Chairman, Barrister Alphonsus Oga Eba, who presented the Governor, Senator Basi Edet Otu, made a donation of the sum of 5 million naira for the kick-off of the center by the Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Peter Ode.
This whole idea is about the people. There is nothing that is personal to you. The employability of our youths, skill acquisition, which has even become the in thing now, not just the degree people acquire. Because your ability to use your God-given gift appears to be creating and gaining more employment.
For CRBC News Panorama, I am Josephine Efanga reporting.
A recent protest erupted due to a significant increase in school fees in University of Calabar, sparkling outrage among students and parents. Emanuela Efium brings details.
In the wake of a controversial increase in school fees by the University of Calabar, a wave of discontent has swept through the institution, echoing the frustrations of students and families alike. As the cost of education climbs to new heights, so did the collective outcry against the financial strain imposed on those seeking knowledge. In the early hours of Monday, December 4th, the students embarked on a peaceful demonstration over the 200% increase in the institution's charges for undergraduates. The students, numbering over 80, carried placards with inscriptions like "We don't want to do Yahoo to pay school fees," "We don't want to do hookup," "Education is our right." The students blocked the different entrances of the road, including Etagbo Road, which made commuters and other road users to take alternative routes. The students described the increment as a ploy to deny them right to education, owing to the economic realities of the country. They vowed to remain on a peaceful protest until the management makes a U-turn concerning this issue. In an interview, Student Union Government, University of Calabar, Comrade God's Gift Kichi, said the union was part of the Senate meeting where the decision of increment was taken, but was not specifically told about the exact memo on school charges. He said the union will meet and thereafter talk to management to consider the students with regards to the current economic situation of the country and come up with a positive response in the best interest of the students. The SUG president, along with his ESCO, pleaded with the students to remain peaceful and law-abiding as everything concerning school fees hike is being addressed. A cross-section of students also expressed concern over school fees increase and asked that the Vice-Chancellor reviews the fees for benefit of those who are funding themselves in school and those whose parents are struggling hard to cater for them.
By the grace of God, we are all here based on the latest development concerning the school fees increase. And we Nigerian students, it is very, very simple. The first one that was increased, we accepted it, but now we are saying no more school fees increase. It is totally not making sense. 150,000 naira plus for Nigerian students with the kind of economy that we are facing. No, it is very, very bad. It is unacceptable.
Because as at when I was in my year one, I paid 30-something thousand, and now leaving school, I'm paying 114,000 naira, which is actually very, very bad. Some of the students here train themselves in school, and it's not encouraging. Maybe you are learning a little trade, and you don't even know how to survive here in the school. So my own view is that, please, with the plea of the students, that the Vice-Chancellor, even if she wants to increase the payment in school fees, it shouldn't be 100%. You can do that 10%, but not 100%.
We are having a protest due to the increase in school fees, the unaware increase in school fee from the normal price school fee was 100% increase. So we received the newsletter yesterday, late hours, and all the students were angry. Everybody wasn't happy about what's happening. So we decided to go on a protest. Even right now, the VC is not in town. So we're hoping the government will hear us out. Even if the school will hear us out, even if the VC is not around, the news will get to her and get to whatever level it was. Because we need.
The Vice-Chancellor, represented by Professor Grace Nta, assured Nigerian students that their demands would be attended to. The students demanded for the school fee portal to be shut down, the school fee increments be reversed, a memo should be released that no undergraduate should make payment of fees yet. Conclusively, the resounding voices of protesters echoed the concerns of students and parents alike, demanding a re-evaluation of the recent hike in school fees. As the community unites in solidarity, the call for transparent dialogue between educational institutions and stakeholders becomes increasingly imperative. This protest serves as a reminder of the impact that financial decisions within the education sector can have on the broader community, urging authorities to consider the long-term consequences of their policies on accessibility and equality in education.
Efforts to speak to the school management prove abortive, as they are scared and not ready to talk to the press as of the time of filing in this report. For CRBC News Panorama, I am Emmanuel Ifeo.
Defined as the deliberate and systematic extermination of a particular group based on ethnicity, religion, or nationality, genocide transcends the realm of ordinary crimes. It is a malevolent force that has scared nations and tested the moral conscience of humanity. If you want to delves into the narrative of this abhorrent crime. The reports.
Saturday, the 9th of December, is the commemoration and dignity of the victims of the crime of genocide. The United Nations set aside this day, among other reasons, to seek ways to prevent the crime. Genocide involves the deliberate and systemic extermination of a particular race, ethnic, or religious group. Genocide is a deliberate destruction of a specific group based on their identity, sometimes through mass killings, forced displacement, systemic rape, and cultural erasure. History has, over the years, recorded examples such as the Holocaust, Armenian genocide, Rwandan genocide, Bosnian genocide, and many more, to showcase the various forms this horrific crime can take. The international community has recognized the gravity of genocide and established mechanisms to prevent and prosecute these crimes. Among those institutions are the International Criminal Court (ICC) and international conventions, such as the Genocide Convention of 1948, which aims to hold perpetrators accountable and provide justice for the victims. A cross-section of people who spoke on this issue listed lack of love, division among nations, ethnic rivalries, among others, as factors that give rise to genocide.
Genocide itself is a deliberate killing of people, group of people, with no cause, with no reason. But then I think it's lack of love. Because if you have love for your brother, I don't think there's a reason for you to just wake up one morning and then start killing. You don't have compassion on the person, so you just hate them for no reason at all, just start killing them. So I think it's love.
Some people are from like Yoruba, Hausa, and the only language, it's only a language, but the flesh and the blood is still the same. So don't see people killing. It's all right, and it's not good.
We have division in society, we have racism, and we have political ambition. Division in society is like when people live in a particular community, they have different beliefs, like they are divided. They don't have this one mind to say a particular thing.
Genocide cannot be overlooked as it usually leaves a long-lasting trauma and lack of trust in the lives of individuals.
Collaboration. So that one is about the government. So for them to unite together, to collaborate together. So even in, like, some people cannot tolerate themselves. Like for me, I love to tolerate. I tolerate people a lot. Despite you do any kind of thing to me, I try to tolerate. I don't put things in mind against somebody because I don't know tomorrow. I don't know where I will find myself tomorrow.
Lack of trust. When you don't have trust for, and like there's no trust in that society, you don't have trust for one another, you don't trust your brother, you don't trust your sister, you have trust issues.
Extend far beyond the loss of lives. For many, committing ourselves to justice and compassion can help create a future where genocidal atrocities become exterminated. Remembering the victims and preserving their stories is a civil duty. As global citizens, the tales of tragedy should serve as a powerful motivator for never allowing genocide to occur again. For CRBC News Panorama, Ifeanyi Peter reporting.
In no distant time, Nigeria will heave a sign of relief in the completion of the Port Harcourt refinery near Elesia Eleme. The Nigerian government last month gave its word that the country's biggest crude refinery in Port Harcourt will start operation from an outrage this December, after it must have completed a revamp that began over a year. Awai brings details.
The federal government have promised Nigerians to build more refineries and also to rehabilitate most of the refineries that are no more in function, so as to refine our crude oil in the country and also caution the hardship in the country. For CRBC News Panorama, I am Awai.
The need for a functional refinery has been a front burner. Over time, stakeholders have lent their voice to government to revamp the non-functional refinery to give a boost to the economy. Eniken Lukubiri is the Minister of State for Petroleum Resource Oil. He spoke on the pace of the rehabilitation work at the Port Harcourt Refinery Company, PHRC Limited plant. He said that the objective of the tour was to ensure that in the next few years, Nigerians will stop fueling importation. And he further said that if you add to the Dangote refinery, we will be able to stop fueling importation and Nigerians will enjoy the full benefit of deregulation.
Well, the essence of, today's inspection is to come and see the extent of work done, in this Port Harcourt refinery. It's the beginning of, our effort to go around all the refineries in the country, beginning with Port Harcourt. We'll go to Warri, we'll go to Kaduna, and then we'll go to Dangote refinery, where NNPC also has, some shares. Our own, objective is to ensure that in the next few years, Nigeria stops fuel importation. And that is why we're here, to see the extent of work done. And we're satisfied with what we have seen here. From what we have seen here, Port Harcourt will come on board by the end of the year. Warri will start by the first quarter of next year. And then Kaduna will come on stream toward the end of next year.
Ibrahim Onoja, Managing Director, says the procurement process for the rehabilitation of the refinery is 98% complete. He said the refinery will come on stream soon and it will be very competitive. And he also said that the basic makers for a major project like this is the delivery of your long lead items. We have items here that we have installed in the plant that took 18 months to manufacture.
So the beauty about the rehabilitation going on in Port Harcourt refinery is that we imported a lot of long lead items, and these equipment are going to serve us for generations to come.
This respondent says it will be a good idea for the refinery to be rehabilitated, complaining how much customers is losing daily. They noted that if the refinery works, it will be a plus to the country and raw material would be refined in the country.
Yeah, if the government can try and do such a thing, I think it will be a good idea for the general public. Not of them is whenever they come concerning the price. Some will go the way they sell cheaper than others.
From what I hear, there is a modular refinery in Akwa that is actually working. But the problem with the modular refinery doesn't produce PMS. Hence that heavy fuel, that's the residue of the fuel, and diesel and the rest. So the only active refinery outside the modular in Port Harcourt and Dangote is coal.
Others believe that the asset is overdue and said that the poor leadership is the problem Nigerian is facing, saying that the news from the federal government might be a scam. And he further said that if the refinery works, it will be a good ease to the cost of living.
Now we have been deceiving ourselves in the time past, our past leaders that we voted into power. We have the money, we have the resources, we have everything. But poor leadership is a problem of Nigeria. It's our problem. If they mean it to build, let them build. It will ease the cost of living, even the purchase of the fuel prices itself. When we refine here, if they build, we will refine here. We will no longer take the crude outside.
Refineries are super important to us because they have a direct impact on our daily lives. They help in refining crude oil into usable products like gasoline and other petroleum products that are used for transportation, cooking, and even electricity generation. So having a refinery ensures a steady supply of these essential products, making our lives more convenient and accessible. And why enough for CRBC News Panorama?
The usage of pedestrian walkways is multifaceted and serves various purposes. They provide essential infrastructure for pedestrians, ensuring safe and convenient travel, accessibility and opportunities for leisure and recreational activities. Francis Nsao brings details. The report.
Pedestrians walkway is a designated path specifically for pedestrians to walk safely. It is usually separated from vehicle lane or traffic and designed to provide a dedicated space for people to walk without the interference of cars or tricycles.
Pedestrians walkway play a vital role in ensuring orderliness within a city and helps to protect pedestrians from potential vehicle accidents. The responsibility of managing traffic and ensuring pedestrian safety is undertaken by various entities in the states, including the Department of Public Transport (DOPT), the Traffic Unit of Nigerian Police Force, and the Federal Road Safety Commission. These organizations work tirelessly to control traffic flow and enforce road safety measures, especially during this festive season. Chief Omando Lemeze, the Special Marshal of Federal Road Safety Corps, has emphasized the utmost significance of honoring and respecting pedestrians crossing and pedestrians walkway, recognizing the critical role pedestrians play in our communities. He highlighted the essential needs to prioritize their safety and well-being. Chief Omeze stressed that pedestrians should be given the right of way and drivers must exercise caution and adhere to traffic rules, particularly at designated crossing points and walkways.
In any transportation system, the road network is designed to protect the lives of pedestrians and motorists, the motoring public. It's not everybody that has car. The majority of the people don't have cars, but they cross the roads. Some are disabled, and yet they cross the road. They use the road. And that is created for those class of human beings who don't have cars. Even those who have cars, they have need to cross the road without their cars. So it is meant for people who use the road by crossing it to the other side of the road. Hence the creation of zebra crossing or pedestrian crossing. And that's why it is marked white and black, such that we expect motorists to stop at the side of any pedestrian, any person walking on the road, to stop for the person to go.
These ones call upon government to amend bad and broken spots on pedestrians walkway, saying that most of the walkways are old and need to be improved upon.
The
pedestrian walkway is useful, and the way it is now, it's actually, I think it actually need to be improved upon.
The state government should do more, because the essence of governance is to provide a habitable environment. That's the essence of governance. What I'm appealing to the state governor that we should try as much as we can to provide more pedestrians.
Let us all work together to create a safety and more secured environment for everyone this festive season and beyond. By doing so, we can enjoy our celebration while ensuring well-being of pedestrians and minimizing road accidents. For CRBC News Panorama, I am Francis Nsa reporting.
In local communities, a crucial aspect of daily life is the focus on sanitation practices, particularly in method of defecation. Emanuela Effium sheds more light on the diverse ways in which residents address this fundamental need and implication on public health. The report.
In Ikone Konto community, a crucial aspect of daily life has become the focus of attention: sanitation practices, particularly methods of defecation. This report aims to shed light on the diverse ways in which residents address this fundamental need and the implications for public health.
In the Bayside community in Calabar South local government area, a diverse range of defecation practices has attracted attention from traditional methods to modern solutions. Residents are exploring various approaches to address their sanitation needs. This report digs into the ways individuals in the community manage this essential aspect of daily life and examines the impact on hygiene and public health. A cross-section of residents in Calabar stated that due to the lack of toilets in some compounds, people end up defecating in the gutters. They stated that in most compounds, the landlords do not make provision for well-structured toilets for tenants, which leads tenants to the unhealthy practice of using bushes and even gutters.
So the old buildings had old plans and old structures, where most of those places they had like toilets before and now bush. So some people would say instead of going to the bush, the toilet, better use a gutter that's closer to you. The process is not welcome in this community because we do have a task force in charge of arresting those people who go about doing those deaths. They do it mostly very early in the morning at the hours of maybe 3 a.m. to about 4:30 a.m. By that time, most of us are on our bed. So it is not encouraging, it is not advisable, and it is not good for our health.
Other residents said most houses refuse to put toilets in their domain, which caused them to mess the gutters, which could be very dangerous to their health. They also noted that the toilets in most of the compounds are no longer functioning, and the landlords who own these compounds are still collecting rent but are not doing anything to assist the tenants. This then compels residents to use gutters. The residents called on government to reactivate the environmental team of the state to look into such cases. They also want government to make provisions for toilets at designated areas for citizens who do not have one.
Why people are still excreting in the gutters is because of lack of toilet, and lack of toilet also in the compounds that we are staying. There is no provision for any public toilet. Not minding how the houses are and the people that is in the community.
A health practitioner, Dr. Ikechukwu Ukwe, stated that open defecation is a norm practiced not just in the rural community but also in urban centers. He disclosed that research has shown over 42 million people were still practicing the open defecation in Nigeria. He advised citizens to try and practice safe defecation, as open defecation is not good for their health.
There is no law that says that in the rural areas they should practice open defecation. Open defecation is not the norm. The norm is that people should be able to defecate inside toilets because open defecation has its own health hazards. And yes, it's affected more people in the rural communities. Even in the urban, it's affecting people too in the urban area. So let's not deceive ourselves to think that it happens only in the rural communities. It happens in the urban, it happens in the rural. And the reason why everybody, the health sector, the environment, is kicking against it is because of its huge impact on human health. all I practice, all I dream of, all every time I wake up is how to prevent diseases, prevent infections, make people healthy. And I want to advise you, Cross Riverians, anybody in the state, anybody beyond Cross River, please try and practice safe defecation. Open defecation is not good for our health. What you think you are saving money today, you might spend more to treat yourself when you get infected.
While some individuals have access to improved sanitation, challenges persist. Limited infrastructure, inadequate waste disposal system, and hygiene-related issues pose obstacles to achieving optimal community-wide sanitation.
They don't have toilets. Now this is a compound where tenants are paying rent. They don't have toilets. But rather they go to the bush for toilet. Compound like this, the government needs to bring in, get the landlord arrested, so that they themselves will know that you cannot get the rent from a tenant without providing a toilet for that tenant. And then a tenant will find its way or her way, you understand, when she or he is pressed, you understand. So the landlords are not helping.
It is imperative for government to make provisions for well-structured toilets at designated areas to cater for the health of the citizens and also to ensure that the environment remains clean and green. For CRBC News Panorama, I am Emmanuela Efium.
That is all we have on our lineup this week. We hope to be back same time next week. I am Josephine Efanga.